joining us now, Angel Rosario. He's the vice chair of the state Republican National Hispanic Assembly. Angel, great to have you with us. Very exciting day. We just had Sheriff Hastings on. A lot of, so many new people getting involved. Have you ever seen anything like this before in this type of a setting, Angel?
Have I ever seen anything in this type of setting? Actually, I have. I've been a Republican since as long as I can remember. I started out as a Reagan Republican. It's pretty common to see Latinos coming to these types of events. However, we're raising awareness here in Georgia by reaching out to different communities and bringing in the Hispanic communities to the GOP.
Well, there's a growing Hispanic community in Georgia. It's grown substantially, I know, over the past decade. What is your outreach to the Hispanic community in Georgia right now? Those that have voted Democrat, those that have voted for Biden, those that have voted for Stacey Abrams. What is your outreach to them?
Well, my outreach to the youth or to the Democrats and to the Latino community is that we are a party of faith. We are a party of culture. We are a party of pro-Second Amendment, and we also believe in strong family values. The Democrats want to divide the family. We want to keep the family together. And the outreach that we're doing is we're going into different high schools. We're providing different types of workshops on buying homes, on predatory lending, on many things on that front. And we're raising awareness. We're not just hitting them with the political aspects of it. We're giving them more of the social aspects, and to let them know that we're not a racist party. Our party is here, and it's wide open.
What's been some of the, I'm sure you've had some negative feedback when you talk to Hispanic voters that really haven't embraced the movement, the America First movement. When you get some of the pushback, what is it?
Well, the pushback they give me is they're like, the Democrats are actually reaching out to us. They're giving us a voice, and they're presenting us, or they're actually giving us a voice at the table. We're doing an awareness as well with the Republican Party and giving them information on how to communicate with Latinos. Being when we talk, it's going to be community, it's going to be about faith, it's going to be about history, and it's going to be about when we all come together, we all speak the same language, right? The problem is that the Democrats go out and they just give them, they just make them comfortable, right? They don't want them to have ownership. What our message is have ownership. We want ownership, and we don't want to be given handouts by the Democrats.
That's that message, no doubt, starting to resonate here. What do you think of some of the shenanigans that have gone on in Georgia? And I know you've been following it. We got potentially Fulton County counterfeit ballots going on. There's been issues in Ware County, Coffee County. We're going to have a full audit perhaps coming forward. We've got a delegation going to Arizona. What do you make of this whole thing?
Yeah, well, we all know what happened in the election. The truth always prevails. I'm a person of faith, and the truth always prevails. It may not be right away or as fast as we expect it, but it will prevail. For them to say that they're disenfranchising Latinos by asking for voter IDs by the Democrats is an insult in itself, because we're fully capable of doing our own research. We're fully capable of going to wherever to vote. We're fully capable of getting IDs. That narrative they have is really condescending, and we're going to hit home with that message. Like, it doesn't take you an elite liberal Democrat to tell we Latinos that we're not capable of going out there and handling our own business, because we can do it. And we have done it, and we're going to prevail.
And so many of the people that you're talking to, they just find that infuriating that you can't, that a segment of society can't figure out how to get an ID. I mean, you can't do anything with that ID. You can't get a beer. You can't go on an Amtrak train. You can't go on a Greyhound bus. You can't buy a cigarette. You can't vape. I mean, you can't drive. I mean, there's all these things you can't do without an ID. I mean, do they really feel that there's a segment of society that can't figure out how to bring an ID and figure out how to vote?
Absolutely not. It's kind of, again, it's condescending that the Democrats say that we're being disenfranchised. What they want to do is control the narrative by conditioning us. And the way they condition us is by saying, always using a race card, right? They want to conquer by dividing, and we're not going to be divisive at this point. We're here to unify the minority community. Well, I hate to use the word minorities, but in their term, and they're saying that we're disenfranchised. Our job here with the Republican National Hispanic Assembly is to bring all minorities together and to exploit the lies and the condescending actions, and if you will, of the Democrat Party, and telling them that we're capable of becoming anything we could become in this party, and not just where they want us to be by keeping us comfortable with their handouts.
Angel, I tell you what, you've absolutely nailed it. I really appreciate what you and Shara are doing in your outreach program. President Trump got a record number of Hispanic votes in 2020. I think that's only going to get bigger in 2022 and 2024, and you're one of the reasons, Angel. Thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for being here this week.